Good morning and welcome to the vCard Global Workshop. This is Cherie Collins, and thank you, RJ. I had a great vacation. Appreciate you asking. But it's good to be back too. So feeling refreshed and excited to work with you all today. Let's get started here. So we've got RJ, we've got John on the call. That's great. And we've got someone with LK. Well, welcome to the workshop today, and we're going to get started and walk you through the process of building a great looking vCard in just a few minutes. And I'm going to show you how vCard works. And if you're new to vCard, you're going to learn how to market your business and help others market their business through vCard, as well as how to create a great looking vCard and put all of your important information in one place. So I'll leave some time at the end if there are any questions as well. And let's get started then. So let's show you here. I'm going to jump over and show you a demo vCard I have here. So this is what your vCard typically looks like after you first sign up. So if you've gone through vCard and you've signed up, this is the basic card that you get. And obviously it doesn't look like much. It has your name on it, has your phone number and email me button. But there isn't much information on here, and it doesn't take long to turn this into a great looking card. At the bottom of your card, you should note that there's this little thing that says owner link. This is a great quick way to remember how to log into your vCard and how to edit it. So we're going to click on that. This is going to take us over to the vCard Global back office, where we will log into my card here. There we go. And this is the vCard Global back office. And if you are a free account here, you'll see the packages that you can use to upgrade your account so that you can use all of our great benefits. Depending on what level you are, you'll see different things. So for example here, to become a vCard advisor, it's $129. That includes 2 vCards, an additional card to market your vCard business, and you participate in the shared revenue plan. So it's a really great deal. It's only $129 for the whole year. And that's a yearly fee. If you are a vCard advisor, you can buy additional cards for only $39.50. So again, another great deal. If you aren't interested in the shared revenue plan, you just want to use vCard, you can buy 2 cards for $99, or like I said, 1 card for $59. And again, those are yearly fees. So let's take a look here at how we get into the builder itself. Over on the right-hand side, we have the all-new vCard editor. We've got this little button here. Let's click on that. And this takes us into the editor. On the editor, you're going to see, a card here, and you'll have 2 buttons, Editor and Setup Wizard. I want you to click on the Setup Wizard. This is a step-by-step process that takes us basically through the process of building the card. So the first step, we're going to add our contact info. The second step, we're going to aggregate our social media and all of our important links in one place. In step 3, we're going to upload our photo, and we're going to upload a logo, and then we're going to choose a design. So let's get started. And today we're going to build a card for my dad. He needs one. So Jim Collins, and he's got a few businesses, but we're going to promote, let's just do promote DNA Match. He's got an app he built called DNA Match for the iPad. Okay, and you can give yourself a title if you want. He would be the owner. And then your address. Now, he doesn't want necessarily people to know where his address is because he works from home. But if you had a location where people were coming to visit you, for example, if your location was, a restaurant or an office, a retail location, you want to make sure you have your address here, and you want to make sure the Show Map It button is clicked. That way people can, on your card, it will add a Map It button, and people can click that button and it will navigate them directly to this address. But if you work from home and you don't want your address shown, all you need to do is just delete the address so no one can see it, and uncheck the Show Map It button. Now here you can put in your website address. You'll be able to put multiple website addresses in later too. He has DNA match for the iPad.com. Okay, and now your phone number. Your phone number, as you can see, it's pretty hard to read, so I recommend that you add some dashes here so people can read the phone number. And note that the phone number here and all of the information here can be updated at any time. And this is part of the power of vCard, is when you update this information, anyone out there that you have shared your card with will now have your most current information. I mean, that's incredible. So I tell people vCard is for life. It will follow you. You may change jobs. You may change careers. You may change phone numbers, addresses. You may move across the world. vCard will always be the same. And all you need to do is update your email address, your phone number, your address, and anyone who has your card will have your new information. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind as you're building your card here, that this is a card you can use for years, and anyone you've exchanged this information will always have your most current information. It's a very powerful tool here. So let's continue on here. After our contact information, we go over to where we aggregate all of our social media in one place. And we're going to aggregate here. We've got 16 social media that we can add here. So this is for everyone. There's something here for everyone. A lot of folks have a Facebook page, and in this case, we have a Facebook fan page for DNA Match. And so let's go and add that in here. So DNA Match, by the way, is we'll paste that in there, right click and paste. DNA Match is a program he built to help people who are, who've taken their DNA through 23andMe or Ancestry.com, and they're trying to find old relatives. And it just helps them. They can take all this information from multiple sources, matches, and put them together and find relatives. So it's a fun little program there. And so we've got the Facebook page here. Let's see what else he's got. He's got a YouTube channel. So we're going to highlight the YouTube channel, right click, copy that information, go back to the vCard Builder, and we will right click and paste that information there. So you can add your LinkedIn profile, your Google+, your Yelp profile, Twitter, Tumblr, Spotify, Bandcamp, Vimeo, any other profiles you have, you can add them here. You can also add here your Skype ID, your WhatsApp, your WeChat, your Zoom, Join Me. This is also a way for you to aggregate information for, when people are trying to reach your communication profiles. Now they don't have to search for them. And you can tell people, well, yeah, reach me on Skype. It's on my vCard, okay? You can add your Zoom meeting ID here. That's very handy for a lot of you, I know. Or your join.me link that you use. So this is a great place to put that information. It aggregates it on your home page of your vCard. Now, the important links section is my favorite section because this creates efficiency in your business as well. And all of these important links, all this information will show up on the home page of your vCard. It just puts these things in a convenient place so people can easily find them. It allows you to tell people, go to my vCard, and that's where you're going to see it. So, for example, we have lots and lots of real estate agents who use vCard, and they will put in either the address of the property that they're trying to sell, and then they will put a link to it. We have a lot of people who do that. Or they might just put something like residential listings, and then they'll add a link to it here. So I'll put like redfin.com. And then if this little plus sign allows me to add another one, so I can add here, I'll do commercial listings. And I can put like LoopNet. So like I said, I've seen a lot of real estate agents who will just put the address of the property and then a direct link to it. And they keep their most recent listings that they're managing right here on their homepage of their vCard. We've got the ability, if you are an artist, if you're a contractor, if you want to show all the decks that you've built, or if whatever it is, if you're a painter, this is where you link to your portfolio, whether it's on Flickr or whatever it is. If you have an online appointment scheduler, this is where you can add a link to that. So, you can say book an appointment, and then you would link to a third-party scheduler that you use, such as Schedulicity. That's one of my favorites, but there's lots and lots of them out there. You just go to Google and do a quick search, and you will find lots of different types of schedulers for different types of folks, whether you're booking classes, you need people to book classes, or one-on-one appointments, or you're running even a little small school. There's lots of appointment setters out there. Purchase my books. We've got authors who will put their books up here, as well as people who are coaches, or anyone who has books that they recommend. Okay, teachers, they can put their books here that they recommend, that they want their students to read, right? So purchase my books. Again, you just type in the name of the book, and then you link over here to Amazon or Barnes & Noble or whatever independent bookstore it is that you are linking to. Most of our folks have some sort of online store, and you can just put in here, so I can say purchase DNA match for the iPad, and I can put a link to the iTunes store here. Okay, so again, I highlight the link that I want to go to, right click, copy that information. I come back over to the builder, or to the editor, I should say, right click and paste that information there. So you can add multiple stores. So let's say you are a distributor for multiple companies, which I know a number of people are. You can be. You may have a link to multiple stores here. You may have a link to your Etsy store. You may have a link to your Amazon store. So for example, my mother has a Etsy store. There it is, Ellie Stitches. So he may want to link to her store as well, just to make that nice and convenient, because he can tell people, oh yeah, Ellie's still, she's still selling on Etsy. There's a link on my vCard. She can send people there. So we go back over to the editor here, and we can click the plus sign, and we can say Ellie's Stitches. You can add a little more descriptive information, for doll dresses and baby items, I guess, right? And then you would come over here and just paste the link. And then please support. This is where you can add information about any cause, nonprofit or church you support. I have also put fundraisers here. If you are running for like Race for the Cure or something, you can put a link to your sponsorship so people can sponsor you here. It just makes it easy. Again, you tell people, oh yeah, the kids are having this fundraiser. You tell the family it's on my vCard. Just please go to my vCard. It's right there on the first page of my vCard. You'll see it there. And then here you can add additional sites, additional pages, things that you want people to know about here. So for example, I'm going to add, he also has another business for touching memories, which is photo restoration. And I will add a link to that. There we go. All of this information can be changed at any time, so I'm just going to click continue now. And I'm going to add a picture. You click add, edit my picture. This goes to my computer where I'm going to upload a photo here. So let me go and find a folder on my computer here. And let's see if I can find a photo. There we go. I click open. I name the file. And I've got my photo. The photo is very important as well for your vCard. This photo is not only going to show on the vCard itself, but when your card is texted to someone, and we do a lot of texting with the card. So that's one of the beautiful things about vCard is you get the vCard Global mobile app, and you can text the card from the vCard Global mobile app to anybody. It makes it really nice and convenient. And when you text it to someone, we've got some pre-formatted messages that you can use, or you can create your own default messages. And so it sends the message that you have from the app. It sends a picture. This picture will show on the app when it's texted out. Most phones will see that picture, and then a link to the card itself. And so that's a great, it's a really nice way to introduce someone, is through texting. It also shows up on an email. If you email it to someone, this photo will show. And when you look at the vCard Global mobile app in the contacts, this picture will show. And if you download this contact into your phone, okay, your native contacts on your phone, this picture will also show. So get a nice picture, but definitely make sure you have a picture. Pictures make your card. It's how people remember you. They may not remember your name, but they do remember your face, okay? So definitely make sure you've got a photo there, and you can add a logo, or you don't have to add a logo. I don't really have a great logo in this case, so I'm going to leave that blank. And then I'm going to, well, actually, I have something I can use. It's not really a logo, but it will do. Let's do that just so you can see. So you pick your image, and you upload it. And we'll say logo. All right, there we go. And then we'll continue. All right, so now in this next phase here, this is where it starts to get fun. As you can see here, I've got what looks like a card here, right? It's coming together pretty nicely. So now what I get to do is I get to choose the design I want. And we've got lots of designs to choose from. So here I can go through and choose different color combinations. And when I click on a different color, it changes, I don't know if you can tell, it changes these buttons here. And then we've got like a black design, got a bold design here. That actually looks pretty nice. I've got different color combinations, so I could do here with the blue and the gold here. Yeah, I think I will go with that for him. And you can change your design at any time as well. We are adding new designs on a reasonable basis, so there'll always be something fresh and new that you can update your card with. But pick something that looks good with your logo, right? And then we will finish this, and we have completed the wizard. And look at that, we've got a great looking card. So now this card is live, and I definitely can go out and start to share it with folks. So let me show you here. We've just landed on what's called our editor homepage. The editor homepage, you can see here that I'm editing. Well, you can see what card I'm editing, and the name of my card is Gym Demo. And I've also got my security code right underneath that. You can see the security code 30285. You need this information when you download the vCard app here, okay? You need your security code to download the app. The app itself, well, you can download the app for free, but the security code is what you'll log in with. You log in with the vCard name and the security code, and then you can start to add contacts. You can start to share your card with other folks through the app, and you can start to add other people's contacts and build a network of folks. So now, I don't know if you're like me, but I have been in networking groups for many, many years, and I've got about 40 different people that I network with. So we've all exchanged vCards, and I used to carry around some cards, but I actually used to have like one of these books. If people came to my office and they needed a plumber or a real estate agent, I would have this book, and I would go through and I would pull out someone's card and hand it to them. But if you're out and about and I wasn't in my office, I wouldn't have people's card. I'd be like, well, yeah, I'll email you that later, It was a lot of work. Now I have everybody's card always with me because I always have my phone with me. So it makes it easy if I'm talking to someone and say, you know, they're working on their house and they're looking for a plumber, I can say, oh, you know, I know someone here. And I can just go right there to the phone and text it to them, that person. And they can do the same for me now. So it just makes networking, and, you know, when you're promoting each other's businesses, vCard is the way to go. It's just so much easier than anything has ever been. So I definitely recommend it for networkers. I love it, love it, love it, love it. And when you, the contacts that are saved here under the security code and name, they will follow you. So as long as you always, if you lose your phone or you get a new phone, when you log in with that same name and security code, all your contacts will show up there. All your groups will show up there. All your notes will show up there. If you at any time want to download your contacts and import them into something else, you know, a CRM system, you can just go to view my contacts here, and you'll have all of your contacts that you've got in your app. You can download them at any time. So that is the editor homepage. Let me take you through a little more tour here. This is the contact info page, and here's all the information that we've already gone through, but this is where you can update it. That's a contact info. Social media links are here as well. And then your picture and your logo. You can update your picture and logo here. The next tab over is your design and color. Here is where we can change the design if we want to. We can choose a new design. And then the true power of vCard is here in the page editor. The page editor is where you can add, this is where you can edit all the information on here and edit and do, you know, do other things. For example, I think his picture's a little big here, so I'm going to make it a little smaller. There, I kind of like that better. I can do the same here with the logo if I think it's just a little big. Maybe that's a little too small. So as you can see here, what I'm doing is I'm dragging this picture here. I'm taking my cursor and I'm putting it on the corner here, the right-hand bottom corner. And when I drag it, it's a little buggy right now, I can tell, with this picture for some reason. But when I drag it, there, I get it, hold of it, you can see I can change the size. So the editor is built in 3 sections. In this far left-hand side, this is where we manage our pages. This is where we can add pages and organize pages. The middle section here is where we edit our content. And then on the right-hand side, we see exactly how it's going to look on our vCard. So let's add some pages here. So we can add a page about touchy memories, or photo restoration, let's just call that. Photo restoration. And you just put the name of it and you press save. And then I can add another page for DNA match, and I can press save. I can add another page for contact, and so forth. You can add an about page. You can add testimonials. So you can have lots of, you know, you can add, we have folks who have 20, 30, 40, 50 pages on vCard. I mean, they've got a lot of pages because vCard can manage that many pages. And you can see over here now in the menu, I've got my list of pages here. You can also add sub-pages, okay? So this is what's called top level. I'm going to add a sub-page here. So I'm going to say add page, and I'm going to just have, let's say, a page for videos, or help videos, we'll call them. Help videos, and this is going to go for the DNA Match app. And I would just write in the name, I click save, and then there's this little arrow here. It says where it says change level. I want to put this under DNA Match. So I'm going to click change level, and I can say this is a subpage of DNA Match, and I can save that. And look at that. You can see now that help videos is under DNA Match. So this is how you can really, like I said, you can really grow your grow this is just to keep adding additional levels here. There are only 2 levels, but you can add lots and lots of pages. So we've added some pages here, and when you click on a page, you can go and you can edit the information in that page. So I can go to photo restoration, and I can start adding some more content to this page. Let me show you how to add content. First of all, I'm going to go to our home page and see if we can add a little bit more content here. What I like to do and what I recommend is that you add some sort of video to your home page. Ideally, this would be a video of Jim talking about DNA Match for the iPad, and maybe it would be just a quick video on why he created DNA Match for the iPad and how it's worked to help his family. And so he would have a little video here where he's just talking to the camera. It could be no more than 30 to 60 seconds. It can be quite short, but it's a very powerful video when you have something, when you talk to people and you give testimony on why you are in this business and what your value is and what your customer, you know, and you know, it personalizes you. I've used video of this nature on my vCard, and I can tell you that I have had people call me, and they have seen my vCard and they've watched my video, and I've never spoken to them before, but they'll say, Sheree, I want to work with you. And I've never even spoken to them. I never even gave them a consultation, but they saw my vCard and they saw my video and they're ready to get to work. And that's how powerful video is. And you know, my vCard, to tell you the truth, one of the ways that I have promoted my business and it's worked well, not, you know, I've told you about the networking that I do, but I've also just added it to the signature file of my email. And you know, your emails get out there sometimes, they get all over the place. And that's how it's happened, is people have seen my emails before, you know, they've seen my signature, they've clicked on my vCard and my email signature. And that has brought me business. So I definitely recommend that you also add your vCard to your email signature file. In this case, let's add a video right now. He doesn't have exactly the video that I want, but he's got some videos about DNA Match. So we'll just go and grab one of these videos here from YouTube. And to grab your video from YouTube, there's a few ways, but the best way to do it is to click on this share button right here. And we're going to click on embed. We're looking for this code, this embed code. And we want to make sure that it's only going to share this video. So we're going to go to the advanced options. You have to click on show more. And see right here, it says show suggested video when the video finishes. We just want to make sure that's unchecked. If it is checked, it's going to show additional videos when this one is over. Okay. So I like to make sure that this is always unchecked. And then you can grab this code here. The other quick way to grab this code, especially now that you know that's unchecked, is you can go up here, you can right click, just say copy embed code. See how easy that was? Right click on the video, copy embed code, go back over here to the builder. These plus signs, this is how you add a new block. We'll click on add a new block. We have lots of different blocks to choose from. The fourth one down is the video block. We click on that, right click, and paste your embed code and click add. And you've got information here about that. Now, so we've added a video here. You can see that over here as well. That looks pretty good. You can add multiple videos. I recommend, if you are selling a product, to have a video testimonial about why you sell that product, or have video testimonials as well from other people on why they're using that product and how it works for them. If you have a service, just have a quick video on your service and you know, your experience and how you help people and how you enjoy what you do, and you know, your values, what your customer service value is. That's a very important thing to promoting your business. So we've added a video. Let's talk about what else we can do here. And let's go over here to the DNA Match page, and we can add some information about DNA Match. And let's go over here. I think I've got some text here. Oh no, this is about touchy memories. Well, let's do this. So the reason why he started, this is kind of an interesting story, it's my family story too, is he started DNA Match because about a few years ago, after his sister, he has 7 siblings, and one of his sisters did a DNA test because she was researching family out of Ireland. And what she found was she didn't have family in Ireland. She found that she had this very interesting bloodline. She thought she was a product of the mailman. But after some more research, she found out she has 7 siblings. They all did the DNA test, and they all were the same product of the same mailman. They found out that they were actually Jewish and not Irish, and their father had been switched at birth. So there was just this article that came out in the Washington Post here about the family, and it took them years to figure this out, but my Aunt Alice, and this is the family here, and that's my grandfather in the center, they found their Jewish cousins, basically, and they found the Irish family that had been switched at birth in Fordham Hospital in New York. So very interesting story. This is my grandfather, and this just came out last week, actually. So it's a whole story about the search, and it talks about DNA match as well in here. So this is a good story to have here, and we'll just add a little information about that and a link to it. So I'm going to add that into my vCard, and we're going to add a new block. There's lots of different blocks that you can use in vCard. You have your text block, you have an image block, you can add photo galleries and slideshows, you can add video like we just did. This is the important links block. It's where you update those important links, okay? The ones we did earlier. We have a contact form, so people can email you through the contact form. That gets saved in vCard, okay, and also gets emailed to you. You can add events that people can RSVP to. We have a PayPal button here. We have the ability to create a coupon. Media library save blocks. This is if you create a block on one card, and you can have multiple cards with vCard. People will have a card for themselves, their spouse, their someone else in their family, and you can share blocks. So if you created a block that you want to put on multiple cards, that block gets saved. You can either save it, you can put that block on multiple pages, and you can also use that block on multiple cards as well. We have pre-formatted blocks. There's a lot of different things in pre-formatted blocks. I can go through that a little bit later. There's share buttons. So this is where you can add these buttons to your card, and it allows people to share your card with Facebook or their Google+, their LinkedIn or Pinterest. This is just your contact information block. Again, your name block, your contact info, all of your social media, your reach me online, your chat profiles. You can add MP3s and MP4s. And this week, we're also adding the ability for you to add a PDF or a Word doc. So that will be added to this list here. Another block is coming up. This probably should be live on Monday. So those are all of our blocks. In this case here, I want to just use the most common one here, and that's why I put it at the top here, is the text block. So this is a typical text editor. And we're going to add a text block here. So I'm going to, I've copied some text over here from Word, and that does seem to work well. I like to write things in Word. It just makes it easy. So I copy it, and then I come over here. You can right click and paste. I'm using Firefox, and sometimes I don't get that paste button. And there it is. I had to click around, and I did get it. You can also use the keyboard keys, Control V as in Victor. I use that all the time to paste. Control V as in Victor. Or if you're used to right clicking, you have to sometimes click around a few times before you get it there. So that will paste in your text here. And I can put here a title. So I can say like Washington Post story about my family and DNA match, okay? And then you can highlight this, and if it's a title, you would want to choose a format such as, I'm going to choose a header 1. That makes it a title. And that's a little bit long, but we'll see how that looks on the thing here. And then I can also add here a link to the article. Read the article here. And so I can say, if I highlight the text that I want to turn into a link, okay, then I can come over and I need to just go and find the article. Let's see here. There it is. You highlight this entire URL path. You right click, you copy it, you go back to the builder, and then this icon here, it's a chain link. You click on that, you right click, you paste, and you've added your URL here. You click OK, and now that has created a link. Let's add this block, and we've added our block here with a little bit of information and our link. I would like to add some more images too. I think images really help people understand more. So let's go back here to add a new block, and let's add a photo. We'll click on image. I'm going to upload an image, and here's the one, the photo of the family. We click open. Now you'll name the file here. You can create a link if you want to. You can either create an internal link to an internal page here, okay, or you can link the photo to an external page. So for example, I could link it to the article again, and I will do that just for the fun of it. Right click, paste, and I can also add a caption here if I wanted to. And I think there actually is a caption that I can grab here. It's quite long. Let's see how it looks. Here it is. I'm going to just grab this caption here since it's already written for me. And I press save. And now I can see again how this looks here. It's kind of a long caption, but that's okay. So I've got the picture here, and that's already starting to make this page a little bit more interesting, right? Whenever you make a change to vCard, you want to publish those changes. So you come up here, you click on Save and Publish, and you need to make sure you publish those changes. So we click Yes, Publish. And now the whole world can see those changes. Right here at the top, we have View Live Card. And look at this, we're creating a pretty nice looking card. We've got lots of information here. We can go to the DNA match page. We've got a little information about the Washington Post article. And and then you keep going. vCard is really fun. I can't tell you how many people just enjoy putting together information about their business together. I mean, there's just so much you can do. And it's just, honestly, it's just a lot of fun to market your own business and to be able to do this yourself. And you don't need help. You can absolutely do it yourself. I do have some great tutorials, though, and I'm going to be adding a bunch more this week. Right here, I've got 22 videos that go in detail about how to add how to add a video, how to edit your contact information. So we've got 22 videos here that will tell you how to do all kinds of things. And then if you need additional support, if these videos aren't helpful for you, if you need more help, we also have this submit a request. You can send in a support ticket, or during the week you can also chat with us online. So you can submit a support ticket there. And then I have also too, I want to show you something. This is a useful little tool here. I have something I've put together for folks. It's called vCard Videos. vCard info. It's actually a vCard that I've turned into a little help thing that you can use. And so it has some videos here. Step 1, how to sign up for vCard. Step 2, going through the wizard. And then this is an important one, how to use the vCard Global Mobile app. Got a video on how to use that. And lots of other things, how to add video, how to add pages, manage all your pages, how to add and manage your blocks on your pages, how to add a slideshow, how to add an image. So lots and lots of good information, and this is also something I'll be updating this week with more videos. I'd like to take any of your questions that you have now. Is there anyone here? Let's see here. Alan Lowe, to everyone. Shri, when do data capture? Could someone load to a phone that when we do data capture, could someone upload a phone? Alan, are you there? Can you explain your question or explain your comment? I'm going to unmute you, Alan.
Yeah, what the question was, Marlena asked. She's a realtor, and she texted me a little while ago.
Oh, okay.
And what she said is, you know, if one of my clients, I text her back.
Mm-hmm.
If one of your clients wants to give you a photo, just have them click on email you, and they can email it, and you can do an attachment to that, and you can get an email. She just asked if someone wanted to send her a photo through data capture, could somebody do that?
Well, at this point, obviously we don't have that, but you know, that might be something that could be added. People do sometimes need a contact form where they are capturing data, whether they are asking people to upload a photo or upload like a PDF. So that's definitely something that is a reasonable request we could look into. Yeah, I've seen that quite a bit. But right now, you're right. You just have to email it direct. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah. Are there any other questions today that we have here?
I have a couple questions, if you don't mind, John.
Yes, go ahead. Welcome, John.
Okay, when you said you're gonna on your map, on your mobile app that you have, that you're gonna be sending a text message to someone. You said there's a default message, and you could also make a couple more. Can you show us how that's done?
I think I can. Let me just jump ahead. So have you? It should be on my mobile app video here. And I might be able just to take you there real quick and show you where it is exactly. Let's see here. There is on the settings screen of the app itself, okay? Let me just stop the volume on this too. So type in your profile name. Hello. There, volume off. Okay. So on the settings screen, okay, there is the ability to, you'll see something that says share contact message. When you click on that, you'll see that there's a default message and you have the ability to create additional messages. And you can use those messages when you share the card. So, and I will create an FAQ specifically for that. I think this is it right here. It is. Okay, so there we go. So here on your settings, there is something that says manage share contact messages. That's what you're going to click on. And that's going to allow you to, and this is an older version of the app, so I really do need to update this video because we've got a few more things now that you can do. But share contact messages, that's where you want to edit that. Okay, and you can add additional messages, and then you choose your message. When you're ready to text it out, it says, or email it out, it says which message do you want to use.
Okay, and the last question was, when you go back to the page editor and you're going down, there's a link that says edit and add for the Google Analytics.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, I'd be happy to. So the Google Analytics is for people who want to who use Google Analytics. So sometimes it's a little more advanced users. It's basically to track how many visitors have come to your card. But the good news is you don't really need to use this. We're actually working on the statistics for you. If you do want to use this, and it's typically people who are running campaigns and need to have their own tracking code, you go to Google, you sign up for Google Analytics, you put that code in, and then you're going to get all kinds of statistics, but they're quite advanced, honestly. And so I recommend that you, wait here in the next few weeks. Sooner, hopefully, we are going to have a whole new section in here that's just basically your statistics. And it will have how many times your card has been viewed and how many times it's been shared and how many people have your contact. So we'll have those details for you. And you'll see what pages people have gone to and, how many times people have visited certain pages. And there'll be all kinds of information that will be helpful to you.
Okay, and then on the old video, we used to have a link when we add the blocks for an MP3 file.
Yes, and we do have that now. We've just added
that. Was updated? Okay.
Yeah, it's a brand new block. It just came out while I was on vacation here. You click on Add New Block. It's right there at the bottom, MP3 and MP4.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Yeah. So try loading that. Let me make sure you have no issues with that. I haven't heard any problems from anyone in the field so far. And then this week, I expect to add the PDF will be added again, as well as you could add a PDF or a downloadable Word doc or Excel doc. So that will be online this week as well.
Okay, thanks, Sherry.
Yes, thank you. Well, thank you so much for joining here today. Larry Harris asked, where do you get the app security code? Larry, that's a really great question. And I will say that if you have questions too, this video is still a really good video on the mobile app. It's about 10 minutes. It walks you through the app on how to get the security code and how to set it up. But just for quick reference here, your app security code is located on the editor homepage here. So the security code is right here, editor home, and you can see it here, the vCard address, and this is the security code that you're going to need. So you'll need to, if you click here, I'm going to go back to the dashboard. When you log into your vCard dashboard, this is what you're going to see. If you have multiple cards, they will all be listed here. You just click on the editor button. That home page of the editor button right there is your app security code. Great.
Sheree, this is Marion.
Hi, Marion.
Can you give me an idea? Alan the other day said something about unless the person who sent your vCard to had a vCard also, there's something about they either don't get to receive it or they don't get to keep it, or what?
Okay, yeah. So if you send your card, okay, so let's just go and look at this card here. So when you send this card to somebody, there's a few things that happen. The card itself, when I receive it, let's say I send this to someone who's not using vCard, okay?
Yeah. Yes,
they can download vCard directly into their contacts, okay, on their phone. So anyone you send the card to will receive your contact. However, what he was referring to was you want them to hopefully sign up for vCard and use vCard as well, because when they use the vCard Global Contact Manager app, then the vCard as well that they have, the contact information is always up to date, okay? So that's where, once you download the card into your native contacts, the information in your native contacts is not automatically updated unless you have the app as well.
Okay, and so
now wait a minute. That's not correct, Marianne. Your contacts are always up to date because the URL, your card,
that's
is
true.
in your contacts. You click on it, the card is always up to date, whether it's in your native contacts or whether it's in the app.
Oh, okay. All right, good. Thank you.
Yeah, because when you click on the vCard itself will always have the right information on it.
Okay.
That's true. That's absolutely true. Thanks, Alan.
You're welcome. Did you get too much sun out there in Hawaii?
I am still not 100% back, but I'm working on it.
What do you put in your email signature? Do you just put your vCard address, or do you put some little message?
Yeah, I just put my vCard. I just say, sometimes I'll just put, I just put it like this. I say my vCard with a link to it, and that's all I do.
Okay,
yeah.
all right.
Yeah, Or you can say, the world's greatest business card. Check out my vCard.
Okay.
So the world's smartest business card. Yeah, no, that works.
Okay, thanks.
All right. Well, thank you all for joining today. We do have an exciting week at vCard. There are some really great updates that are coming out this week that I'm excited to share with you. So check the corporate newsletter tomorrow. You'll see more information on those. And definitely check the editor this week. You'll see some new changes, some improvements coming out. I'll be back again on Wednesday with another workshop. Tomorrow we have the overview call. So Alan Lowe, you're going to do the overview call tomorrow. That's a great opportunity for you, for people to, if you're learning about vCard for the first time, you want to bring some people in and share, help them understand what vCard's about. That's a great way to bring them in so they can understand what vCard is. Alan will go into exactly how vCard is basically revolutionizing the business card industry, but disrupting, it's a disruptive technology. He goes into some great detail on that. It's a lot of fun. So that's tomorrow night. And everyone else, thank you again for joining. I wish you a fabulous weekend.
You too.
Okay.
Thank you.
See you
Bye.
on Wednesday.